Welcome back to the Auction Brief, cutting through the narratives and the noise to bring you the best auction draft insight and strategy in the business. And now here's your host, Drew Davenport.
Thanks for joining me for episode 17, Price Enforcing. There are basically two reasons why you price enforce. One, because the bidding stopped so low on a player that suddenly you become interested. So you bid a couple times to see if maybe you get the player really cheap, and if not, that's fine, because you've enforced the appropriate price point that you've now made your opponent pay. Two, the second version of price enforcing is just plain old bidding somebody up. Price enforcing solely for the purpose of taking a few dollars from another owner is an extremely advanced and risky move. You must have a hammerlock on all the various things that affect what your opponent is doing. Their cap situation, their current roster situation, player tendencies from previous drafts, player tendencies from the current draft, any behavioral tells that give you a clue as to how much they want the player. Now, if you're more on the beginner side and you're not completely comfortable with these topics, then don't do it. But as you get more advanced, it must become part of your skill set. Think of it like this. If you pull $1 from another player 5 different times during the draft in a 12-team league, that's $55 you pulled from the auction room simply by that one little move. And combining that move with all the other skills that you have is how you pull maximum dollars from the auction room. So remember, price enforcing the first way carries very little risk. Price enforcing the second way carries a lot of risk. For more information on bidding strategies, go to my Mastering the Auction Draft series on footballguys.com. And also, I want to end by giving a shout out to one of my biggest supporters of this video series, Mike Brush, at BrushLaw1. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you as a friend and an adversary, and I'm glad we took care of the hatchet man. Thanks for working with me on that. And thanks everybody for joining me for episode 17. The Auction Brief is adjourned.